vanish the moment they hit a wall. Ghost. Let's see, there's a... No, that's not a... I'm guessing the rooms we're looking for are the ones with only one entrance. Come down here, you. Let's see. Let me swap those around. Swap them here so I can get a better look as well. Let's see. All of these little side rooms over here might be suspect or of interest to us. But most of those were dead ends. Still better to look and check them for the mirrors. And there maybe? Was there a mirror at the pinnacle? No, those were treasure rooms with the final armors guarding them.
Yeah.
That might be another mirror room. And I can't... There, maybe? There. Okay, so we go across, check all of these. Check this one. Then check here. Next. There or there. Where else to check after that? Let's check at least those out for the moment. So down here and across. Let's see, Necro. Oh, that's sad then. Alright, to combat my boring ass day, I downloaded some games and I'm waiting for them to finish to try them out. The games being Rogue Company, Undefeated, and Tower of Fantasy. The later being the one I'm most and least excited about at the same time. Okay, that's a bit of a paradox. I'm guessing these are demos or such. Around there. There's the Puppet Master. There. Okay. Because if you have nothing to do, then, well, trying out demos on Steam and such is always a decent idea. And I have found a few interesting games through that. I guess one of these days I could do a stream where we just try out demos. Yeah, that could also be very risky with potential quality or lack of quality and such.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if we remember, the upper of these single rooms was the slumber party room, as I'll call it. So no need to check that one, I think. That's the Mimic. And yeah, slumber party or whatever else is going on there. For all we know, it's a fucking gangbang. This thing. Okay. Now, let's check the ones lower along the tower. Almost ran into you. See what's over here. Puppets or dolls. Maids, and I think there was one room down here with just, yeah, the butler.
Oh dear.
Night. They're not demos though. I would have Steam, but I also want my laptop to not blow up actually. Good point.
Yeah, I think I heard of Tower of Fantasy and Rogue Company, but Undefeated I haven't heard of.
Tower of Fantasy. Isn't it? I think I've tried that one. It didn't keep my interest. It was one of those many quote-unquote Genshin Impact killers. And yeah, it blew its load real quick and just didn't keep interest. Let's see. Add room across from here. Just down and below. Down across. Alright, we had gotten one of those before. But we used it in a weapon fusion. Okay. Let's heal up and save. Let's see. Not Necro, Knights. Also about the Paradox, the game Tower of Fantasy, a gacha game, and it'd probably be one of my favorite gacha games to ever exist. It's even top Zenless Zone Zero and Wuthering Waves, but the thing is, the game basically got abandoned. Yeah, the thing is, the devs basically stopped giving a shit about the game. Yeah, that is one way to kill off your game. Yeah, I think I got into it reasonably early, but yeah, the featured character you could get at that point was just a massive fucking spoiler, and it's just made me not give much of a damn about the story at the time then. Since, well, it was already a done deal for what was going to happen. Shout to send monsters flying. Okay, now we just gotta try that. Okay, just chuck one out. Okay. Let's... Okay, it deals quite a bit of damage, at least.
I think you blocked the eardrums.
Okay, I... triple-digit damage. Okay. We're basically just throwing a bomb at them. Oh, hello there. Alright, nothing in that room. It's night. I just gotta do a point in the story where they just straight up stopped translating stuff from Japanese to English. Even tutorials and helpful tips were in Japanese. Listen, any game that allows me to use a minigun is a game I'm gonna like. Okay. Nothing here. Okay. Let's see. What other room is nearby then? Or potential room? There's one right above. I remember running across a decent amount of these mirrors. About 5 or something, but I have no freaking idea where they might be.
Yeah,
we are kind of running haphazardly around the place, so...
Yeah. I remember also we were going to a lot of rooms with mirrors and talking about them. But now we actually realize we need them.
Yeah. There. Put this one back to the Puppet Master for actual getting around. But yeah, if a dev just abandons a game, yeah, you can't blame the players for abandoning it either. Let me think. Kind of funny how those attacks now deal only 1 damage, huh? They did quite a bit at the start. Okay, up across here, I think. It's night. I don't remember the character's name from Tower of Fantasy, but her weapon is straight up a minigun, and her heavy attack with it is her turning it into a stationary turret. And she was the second or third character I got after pulling for characters in the game. Okay, lucky. I don't really remember... Yeah, I don't really remember what characters I got in that. Which I guess also shows that, well, in comparison to other stuff, they weren't that memorable. Maybe maybe I didn't give it much of a chance, but when I tried out Wuthering Waves, I couldn't really tell much. The characters it introduced there didn't really interest me that much either. But that might just be a bad first showing, and that there is better stuff earlier on. I think... I think Genshin Impact's start is also considered somewhat weak compared to what follows after. But I'm not too sure on that. Let's see. Okay, we'd have to go all the way around here. Night. Okay, so as somebody who hasn't watched anything related to Castlevania or even played the game, this looks like a fucking fever dream. Yeah, the thing with Castlevania, or with Metroidvanias in general, is that it's advisable to keep a freaking notebook and make notes of stuff you notice. Because, well, I didn't, and I need to find a bunch of mirrors all over the place. And, yeah, I have absolutely no clue where the damn things are. If you'd want to try a Metroidvania, I'd advise getting Bloodstained, Ritual of the... was it Ritual of the Night? Yes, the Castlevania was Symphony of the Night. Bloodstained is Ritual of the Night. A very clear reference there, now that I remember that. Okay. Get past the freaking imps. Yeah, if there's one area in Castlevanias that are hated, dreaded, whatever else you want to tag onto that, it's the clock towers. There. With that stupid thing. And it's specifically because of these enemies flying around, the Medusa heads. Which, well... I'm presuming you know the myth, the legends, myth, whatever mythology of Medusa, and you can put one and one together with that. But also add these stupid little things here, these imps. There's two methods of you getting stun locked, like this. Things. Luckily, it's only the heads that respawn constantly. Doesn't make them any less annoying. Why is there... Okay, for a second I thought there might be a hidden doorway there with how there's a stair leading into it. Yep. There. Okay. Let's see, night. Well, to be fair, they made a lot of changes to the story as well. Do you mean, which game do you mean that? I'm presuming Wuthering Waves because I see that in the next post. I personally really love Wuthering Waves. Actually, a friend of mine, had convinced me to get it because he was tired of Marvel Rivals. And the thing is that to unlock co-op, you have to get to level 22, so I grinded the shite out of Wuthering Waves. And while grinding the game out, the story just pulled me in. Hell, one of the side quests in the game even made me cry with how good it was in the ending to the quest. Okay. I might give it another try then, because yeah, a lot of games have a rocky start. But no, you fucking dozy little imp bastard. Yes, he does, apparently. Okay, that attack we haven't seen before, I think. Almost fell for the spikes
Yeah.
again.
I hope you earlier started doing those.
And Necro, yeah, the message was in reference to Wooba. Bit of an odd shortening, but that was the closest. There is a safe room above here, but we need to go all the way around to get to that. I've got a bunch of potions ready just in case. So let's check out the room at the end here. Working. Get me out of this. Okay, no mirror. That's night. Especially right now, Act 2 of the in the Wuthering Waves is based off of Venice, Italy, with a character right now who has a heavy Italian accent. And it really was the official, I guess, acronym for Wuthering Waves, even the Devs will refer to it as WUWA. Yeah. It just sounds a bit weird, WUWA. Wrong button there.
Other wrong button.
Hey Ram, how you doing?
I'm here. Is everyone covering part of the screen?
Yeah, but I thought we fixed that so he have his avatar over by us, by you, that is.
I'll deal with that once I'm done getting stun locked. Isn't looking to happen anytime soon.
You could try the world.
I need to get a moment first, which I'm not getting if these two are just swapping places. Okay, fuck this. I think you can see why people hate the clock towers.
Yeah.
There, just get rid of the fucking things. Now I only have to deal with the heads. Okay. Not going back in there. You are not getting your hands on me. Okay, so you can stand on those hard bits. So, okay. Didn't work the last time I tried that. Okay. Go to the safe room. Actually, there's no reason for me to do that when I can just fly by. Yeah, give me a second here. Mouse there. Okay, studio mode. Let's see, where did I put that? There. Copy that. Paste that in here. Come on. Oh, wait, I can't copy the group? I'm pretty sure I was able to do that in the past. But now I can. Okay. Paste reference. Okay. Hide that. Okay. There. Okay. I'll just move that down. Okay. Turn that off, and... Oh, I put it in the wrong one. Okay, there. And... There. Okay, that's better.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, I made the new co-host group, but I forgot to put it into every scene yet. Now let's see. Hiding in a room without the heads for a second. Night. It does, but yeah, I myself have personally been absolutely loving the story of Rua. I'm generally excited about the new story coming out whenever it does. I heavily recommend it, not only the main story, but also doing the companion quest as well. That reminds me, I think there was some news about Genshin recently that developers have stopped, well, developing the companion... Got lucky with the invincibility frames there for a second. That they stopped developing the companion hangouts. Now, I forgot about this door completely. Nope. And with some luck, we might be able to get enough cash to get it open. So that's probably best if I equip all of the luck stuff again.
Oh dear. So, how are you today, Rom?
Yeah, so I got to ask that. I got to answer that, but...
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm coming down with a flu of some kind.
Oh, to be honest, can't say I'm too surprised about that with how sniffly you've been in some streams.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do, then, well, I hope you recover quickly from it.
So do I, and thanks.
Yeah, I hope for the best for you.
And
I swear, I feel like Lou has gotten more and more common.
Yeah. Let's see. Knight, classic Hoyo pulling out the fun. Oh, hi Rum, how are you? I can't help but picture that being asked like that movie The Room. Okay, they can do that wave bit even when they still have the dagger, it seems. Yeah, I think the line was oh hi Mark, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think from what I've heard about Hoyo stopping development of the companion hangouts is because of those questionnaires you can get about certain games, about what sort of content people want to see more of. And, well, clearly, with clearly too few people or not enough people, whatever whichever way you want to see it, didn't want or put those as a low priority. I'll admit that I haven't gotten through all of those myself, because it can be a bit of a bother to go through them repeatedly. But I guess a different way you could approach it would be to use those to give four-star characters more of a spotlight, like their own character quests or such. Technically those already count as such, but yeah, they can just be a bit of a nuisance.
Oh, yeah,
if you
and
want to get
Ron,
all of it.
oh dear. Yeah, Ron, we have made some progress.
Hey.
However, we still not got past the water room.
Yeah, apparently I got that wrong. That there is, or the way to get through that is optional, quote unquote. But yeah, we still have to get a bunch of specific souls to get to a somewhat hidden boss, which is required for actually progressing. Which was, well, a Mirror Master boss.
Does that mean you can now use the mirrors?
Yeah. Yep. Speaking of... Wrong power.
Wrong item.
Wrong spell!
They are paranoia. Platinum Stud. I guess that's what Mina calls Soma, because his hair is black. Would it be called platinum, or is it just plain and white?
I think it's platinum, I wouldn't know.
Let's see, what does that actually... Okay. Probably better if I remove this so we can see the specific upgrades of it the stats of it specifically. Let's see, 6 defense and 1 intelligence. An expensive stud earring made of platinum. Probably better off selling this, I think. There, 34 luck should give us a decent chance at getting stuff. But that still was just an extra. Oh, I get it now.
Huh?
Okay, I get now what we actually need to do. with that new power. Because I was making comments on it in the mirror, that we could use it to track where Dario was going. Or Dario's but the fire douchebag, to put it simply.
Which fire douchebag?
The one that gave us a fake ending when we beat them. And the upper left of the map at the moment. That if... Oh yeah, killing the guy himself, or rather trying to spare him, still ended up with him dead, and, well, us getting a fake ending. But if we kill the demon that has been bound to his soul, that's sure to give a different effect then.
Ooh, I get what you mean.
So, yeah, all of these mirrors we have been tracking down have just been optional stuff this whole time. Okay. Right, now we actually know how to progress. No extra power needed, since we found it. Okay. We are still going to need to fight our way through this area, though, to get to the bastard. Luckily, there is a save room reasonably close.
Yes, there was a half a horse.
There. And the card kept a Sakura version of a Valkyrie, with all the pink. I'm kind of tempted to see if there are sound replacements for those Mandragora.
Probably not.
Yeah, but people
they're
have
already
leaning
in-
into different voices on it. Okay, let me actually swap back to Sniper.
I have a feeling I know what you wanna need to scream, like something like "top of the morning" or something, or the Jacksepticeye quote.
That could also work, yeah. Good. I got that one already, but it must have been behind the other one, because I could still hear hooves until I killed that. But yeah, I might... Go ahead.
What?
You both hit him and missed them.
But yeah, Nitro, I think I'll give Wuthering Waves another shot then. Yeah, I'll at least try to get to level 22 and see if it manages to get my attention by then. But I do still have plenty of other games that get my attention or time per day. So it might not be a high priority. And again, I haven't been as active with Genshin Impact outside of mostly story and events the last bits. Yep. Then again, once you've gone through most of the story, the events and whenever new story bits come out are most of what is keeping you busy, unless you're exploring for everything. I don't want to see what this thing gives as an attack. I'm guessing just a massive freaking sword.
And I hope that.
Nope. Summon a guillotine from hell. Okay.
Well, that's one way to describe it.
Yeah. I'm curious how much damage that does. Sit still for a second, you. Good amount, actually. Oh yeah, May the 4th. May the 4th be with you.
I didn't know. I forgot that. Oh.
I had been reminded of it, but I did forget it specifically today. Okay, they do guard against that. Yes, this does lead up. Would have been fitting if we were streaming a Star Wars game then, huh? But yeah, I don't have any of those planned for